Quickly before we get into this video, I'd like to give a shout out to Ahead for sponsoring this video. If you guys want to pick up cheap and reliable Rocket League items on one of the most trusted sites on the internet, make sure you actually check them out. First link in the description. You can buy and sell your Rocket League items and use code Zenic at checkout for 3% off your orders. Do you guys want to be in with the chance of winning this Trigon mystery decal on my car right now, or £20 worth of V-Bucks to spend whatever you want on Fortnite? All you've got to do is subscribe to me and Laytxn, link in the description, leave a like on the video and comment your details down below. That is it. The winner will be announced in the next channel update. And guys, considering we just paid a 20xx for that black Diecis, look at the amount of profit we've just got from that trade. Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Now today I'm bringing another Rocket League video, and in today's video we have got episode 9 of the brand new series, go from nothing all the way up to the titanium white Octane. So if you guys are unaware of what this series is, basically I'm going to be trading from one PCC crate and building myself all the way up to the titanium white Octane. But if this is your first time ever seeing this series on the channel, make sure to click the link in the description. What that link will do is take you down to a place where you can watch every other episode, so you can pretty much see where I've come from. And guys, if you want to see the next episode in just a couple of days time, make sure to smash that like button right now. 300 likes and I'll bring a brand new episode in just a couple of days time. And guys, that is definitely going to be the finale, because I'm so close. By the end of this episode, I am very close to getting our white Octane, so it'll 100% be in the next episode. And if you guys have not already, make sure to smash that subscribe button right now and turn on those post notifications so you can keep up to date with every single brand new video upload to the channel, including the one very soon, which is obviously going to be the finale. And without further ado, let's get straight into this episode. I hope you guys enjoy. So the very first trade of this whole episode is basically me just getting myself a Stormwatch and a Spectre for my Slipstream and Tora. Pretty much this guy just said he doesn't want the Stormwatch anymore because it's hard to sell and it's actually dropping a little bit, so I could suggest you stay away from it because the brand new update is coming out. So a lot of people are getting scared that Stormwatch is going to start decreasing in price. But obviously, at the time of recording this video, I can easily get myself a Slipstream. So eventually, I'll get myself a Slipstream out of the Stormwatch. And then obviously, I'm pretty much doing Spectre for like a Tora anyway. And obviously, Spectre, I can get myself a biomass. That's a profitable trade. I then found a guy on the looking for group that really wants to get rid of his Burnsy and a standard. Obviously, it's a non-crate import, so that's at least one PCC every single time. And as you guys can see already, I've got loads, and I find people all the time that will take 5 for their Tauras and maybe like big BMD bundles. So if I get like 24, I can get myself a bubbly, etc. So eventually I find this guy. I gave him a load of bad crates. Obviously victory crates and velocity crates have both died, and getting myself at least one PCC as well as the peppermints is a profitable trade. And then after a little bit of searching, I find a guy that has a 20xx and he wants an offer. I offer him Stormwatch and a Spectre. Obviously what I got before was the Slipstream and the Slipstream and the Tora. Pretty much got myself a 20xx anyway, so I was just offering it back because I was getting quite scared at this point. It was after like an hour of trying to sell the Stormwatch. No one wants it. Everyone is getting scared of it, so I suggest you stay away unless you're paying around a parallax. But basically, I find this guy, I pretty much just give in and do a biomass and a Stormwatch and get myself a 20xx. 20xx is pretty safe, and eventually if I want to sell it, I'll get myself a Slipstream and a buy it back. In this next trade, I find a guy that has a biomass and he wants a 20xx and a Tora, and I can do that every single time. Just purely for the fact that I know that I can get myself a little bit more than that every single bubbly. Every single bubbly, I normally sell it for around 20xx and buy it to 20xx and lab. Depending on if I want to sell it or not. If I really want to just keep hold of it and list it a couple times, I'll try and go for 20xx and lab. But if I just want to sell it 20xx and bio every single time. So pretty much what I'm doing here is just selling my Tora and eventually getting myself a bio. I just need to wait a little bit of time. And then the exact same guy invited me straight back to trade. He said, yo, have you got any non-crate imports? Because I'm actually collecting quite a few. I said, sure, I've actually got quite a lot. What price do you pay? And he said he'll do a decent deal. So I put up 4 of them and a Spec. So he did put in a parallax. And then I said, maybe could you add a little bit? Because I thought in my head that this guy actually really wanted to get all of them. So he added a PCC crate. I asked for 2 and he added a Nitro. And I can't really complain, because I'm pretty much getting myself around 2 bios for a Spectre and all of those imports that you see on screen like that. So that's a very good trade there. And then I come across a guy that really wants to get himself some crates in. And obviously I kept on offering this guy a Nitro before, but the trade kept on glitching out. So the offer was a Tsunami Beam and a Werewolf, and he just wanted 1 Nitro crate. And I really can't complain about that, because the Werewolf and Tsunami are probably over a PCC combined. I'm not too sure. The Werewolf is completely died. It's probably a PCC at max. And then a Tsunami Beam, probably around a Nitro crate. But even so, that's still maybe double, maybe triple profit off of that Nitro crate. So I really don't mind doing that trade. And then after a little bit of time, I do find a guy that wants to do bubbly and get himself my black Diecis. And obviously, I really can't complain with that, because they're going to go up to a bubbly eventually. But getting a bubbly now can maybe mean I buy another pair back and get a little bit of as. I'm not too sure, because they're going for around a maybe 20xx to bubbly, Trigon to bubbly, around that sort of area. And a lot of people are trying to pay 20xx every single time, because that is what they were worth maybe about a week ago, and no one really wants to go near the bubbly range. So getting that trade is actually pretty good, and if I buy some back, I'll try and get some ads with them. I then get in a trade with this guy that really wants to get himself a wolf. I really didn't know at the time what he wanted, either a werewolf or a lone wolf. I put up both of them, and eventually he did say he wanted the lone wolf. Obviously, the only one I had was a normal one, but I think that was what he was after, because obviously a painted ivy cap is worth literally nothing now. Even if it's titanium white, the whole set barely goes for a BMD, so he didn't really mind doing that. I didn't mind doing that at all, because I'm not going to be using the lone wolf. A lot of people just want to buy it so they can actually use it on their car, painted or not. But even so, that's still a little bit of profit there. And then I did find a guy that really wanted to buy himself a bubbly. Obviously, I have 2 of the bubblies at the moment, so I don't really mind getting rid of one. And this guy said he had a very good offer, which was actually pretty good. He offered me a 20XX and a hex, and he wanted me to add a little bit. I added a PCC crate, so is that okay? He said add a little bit more, maybe 1 more PCCs. I was like, no, I'm not doing both, because that's pretty much what I goes for normally. So I added 1 nitro crate and got myself that little bit more profit. So getting myself a 20XX and a hex. Eventually, I'll get myself a heat wave. I just need to maybe add a labyrinth or a hex, and I'll eventually get that heat. And then after a little bit of searching, I did find a guy that really wanted to sell his 20XX, and I offered him a parallax and a hex. He said maybe add a little bit, invited me to a game, so I was like, sure, I'll just join it. I've got nothing else to do. I added maybe a couple crates, and he actually did accept it. Gave me a 20XX for a parallax, a hex, and just a couple crates that were not really worth that much at all. So that's actually a decent trade. Now we are left on a heat wave, a bubbly, and 2 20XX. So we are incredibly close. And that white octane, I can guarantee you, is going to come in the next episode. So that is the final trade I've got for this episode. I hope you guys did enjoy it. We actually made a load of profit, and eventually setting those black Diecis was a very good idea, because look at the amount of BMDs we got right now. We are definitely going to get that white octane very soon. But the thing with these white octanes is that every single person that owns one wants free heats for it. So eventually, I'll probably find a guy that's trying to quick sell it and get rid of their white octane, and eventually we will complete the series. So yeah, if you guys have enjoyed this video, make sure to smash that like button right now. 300 likes, and I can guarantee you guys that I'll get the finale out in just a couple of days time. Subscribe and turn on those post notifications if you guys are new, and I'll see you guys next time.